Hello students, Standard 7, revision of chapter number 4 in chemistry, heat. We know that heat is a form of energy and we can use that energy for the work. We also learn about the temperature, about the thermometer, different types of thermometers, and how to use the clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer. Also we learned that heat can be transferred from the hotter object toward the cooler objects. So when there is a difference of a temperature in two objects in contact, then there can be transfer of heat takes place, and until the temperature of both substances become equal, they will transfer the heat. Once the temperature of both the substances will be equal, then the transfer of heat will be stopped. There are mainly three methods of transferring or the transmitting the heat from one object to another. There are three methods are conduction, convection and radiation. In the last session we learned about the conduction. Generally in the solid substances the transfer of heat takes place via conduction, in which the heat is transferred from the hotter end to the cooler end. We saw the activity also, and we learn about the conductors and insulators. Those who allow the heat to transfer through them easily are known as conductors. For example, all the metals are good conductors of heat. But the substances which do not allow the to pass through heat easily, they are known as poor conductors or the insulators. For example, the wood, rubber, plastic and most of the liquids and gases are also poor conductors of heat. So now air, water both are poor conductors of heat. Then how the heat is getting transferred in these substances? So there is another method, that is the convection. When the conduction is not possible, then they take the another phenomena that is known as convection. So by the method of convection they transfer heat. In convection, the heat itself is not getting transferred, but the molecules move themselves, taking the heat along with them. And by this method, the transfer of heat takes place. So look what we are going to learn. Convection is the process of transmission of heat in fluids. Fluids means liquids and gases, they both are known as fluids because they can flow. Solids cannot flow, so they are known as rigids, but the liquids and gases both commonly known as fluids. So in the fluids in which the molecules move in definite currents, carrying heat with them. In conduction, we saw that when we hit the one of the end of the metal, then the metal will stay at the place, but the heat is transferred from one molecule to another molecule. Molecules are not moving with the heat. They are just transferring the heat from lower part, hotter part to the colder part. In here, convection, it is different that the molecules themselves move. They move in definite currents, carrying the heat with them. This process you can easily watch in your house, in your kitchen along with your mother. When we heat water, when we make the water hot, then look at it in that container, maybe a pot. Then when we put that pot on the gas stove and light the stove, then after few seconds or after 1 minute, if you notice that inside, then the bubbles will start coming from bottom to the top, like a current of the water. They start coming from the bottom toward the top. Why? So when the bottom part, the water at the bottom part get hit, what happens? They get hot and they take the heat along with them. So they become lighter. So they flow on the top, so that you see the bubbles, current of that water is the hot water coming from bottom toward the top. And so the cold water from the top takes place to the down. So here you can see that the molecules are taking the heat along with them and getting the currents of that from a definite direction. So that is the method of convection. So when all the water is getting hot, it starts boiling. So here, as I told you, that current of water takes the heat along with them and move in the direction. You can understand that also in the air, we know that air is also a poor conductor of heat. So they also cannot transfer the heat by the method of conduction, but also with the method of convection. Let us understand with an activity. You can do this activity in presence with your somebody adult in your house, your father, mother, or some elder brother or sister. Let us light this candle. Now we have to light the candle here. So what will happen here? That when the air is near the candle, now I lighted the candle here. Now the air which is near the candle will get hot. Now I will put my hand. Because of the wind it is getting off. Okay, leave the candle, but I will explain you what to do. When the candle is lighted, then you have to put not so close but up your hand. Once feel like that and one feel from the side. Then feel by which side you will get more hotter feeling. You will see that when the candle is lighted, the air which is closer to that flame will get hotter, and hot air becomes light and it moves up, and then the cooler air goes down towards that. It means that when you put your hand like that, you will get more hot, because the hot air rises up in the direction, but it will not feel here because heat cannot go that side, it will go upward. So in this situation you will feel that heat on the top side but not in the side. So here it is also by the method of convection the heat transfer takes place. Now we learn about the sea breeze and the land breeze. That is because of the phenomena of method of convection of the heat. Generally in the coastal area you will feel these two phenomena. During the day you will feel the sea breeze, and during the night you will feel the land breeze. So what happens during the day? The land gets heated faster than the water. The land will get heated faster than the water. And so what will happen? The air on the land area becomes hot and it goes up. It goes up, therefore there is a depression, means the difference of the pressure will takes place, and for that the low area, I mean on the land, there will be the part in which the pressure is low. So from the high pressure the air will move towards the land from the sea. So the cold air from the sea flows towards the land during the daytime, and that is known as sea breeze. See, the flow of cool air from sea. Why? Because the land gets hot more fastly than the water, and therefore here the air is becoming hot, it will go up, and there will be the difference of the pressure. So from high pressure to low pressure the air flows. So the cooler air will flow from the sea toward the land, and that is known as sea breeze, and it happens in the coastal regions during the day. But during the night time it is totally different. In night time what happens? The there is no sun, so both of them start cooling down. But what happened? The water cools down slowly than the land. Water will cool down very slowly than the land. So land will become cold very fastly. So the air on the sea is hot, so it will go up. And then the reverse happens. The air from the cooler air from the land flow toward the sea. And that is known as land breeze, because it is going from land toward the sea during the night time. So that is known as the land breeze. So the sea breeze and the land breeze are also happens due to the phenomena of method of your convection. You can see the picture here also for the sea breeze and land breeze. Here you can see the daytime. What happens? The air flows from sea toward the land, because land is more hot, so it becomes going up, and so the cooler air flows towards land from the sea. That is the daytime, that is known as sea breeze. But night times it reverses, because the air on the water is hotter than the land, because it cools down slowly, and therefore the cold air from the land toward the sea is flowing, and that is known as the land breeze. Land breeze. So the sea breeze and land breeze are due to the method of this convection takes place. Now there is another method of radiation also that we will learn in the next session. So we are going to finish this session, which will be followed by PDF, and if any problem, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.